Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the title screen. It has been a week since we first started using Allure, which means it is time to switch texture pack, and this one right here that you are seeing at this very moment is a viewer suggested texture pack, Coquet or Coquette. One of the two. I don't know. Coquette like croquette? Not sure. Anyways, we are going to be hopping into the silly of survival world with this texture pack right here. Already the menu is quite something interesting. I genuinely have very little idea of what to expect. I know the key art around it looked awesome. Okay. Instantly, it is a much darker tone than I think we have grown used to here for quite a while. It has got something of a rustic tinge to it. We've got this style of planks, and I've seen this style a time or two before, where you kind of have these lines in the center. I don't really know what to call it because I'm not sure what it's meant to represent, but I've seen it a time or two. These bricks are fascinating. Really interesting texture, having this be a kind of shadow. You're seeing the underside. It's almost like the bricks are facing up away from you, which is strange, but it does create an interesting look from afar. Whew. Quite a texture pack indeed. Well, along with having a new texture pack for today, we do, of course, have some new plans. Namely, I think I want to work on this outside area here a lot. It might be about time to try and get a villager in. But I don't know if they'd be very safe. What is happening over here? Why do the birch trees look like this? They're, I suppose, meant to be golden? Yeah, I guess that's how it's meant to be read, a kind of golden leaf. I do think the color is a little, how do I describe it? Dry? It kind of has the color I'd expect from grain, so I'm quite curious, what color is grain? Look at the jack-o'-lantern! Oh, he's so bored. Yeah, okay, so we have some random ones. We have this fella giving us... Oh, both of them giving us that. Creeper. Hi there. Okay, I'm a big fan of randomized jack-o'-lanterns. We got some little cartoon eyes there. Interesting. Whoa! Our little wheat field is massive. We have some very variated wheat heights. Okay, I don't want to spend all day just being distracted by texture pack, but it is such a different vibe than anything that we've used so far. Okay, so the first thing that I've been thinking of doing out here, I don't know if it's really going to work too well with the colors on the texture pack, but I want to try mixing in jungle wood as well as packed mud. Both are traditionally textures that work quite well, although I don't know what jungle wood actually looks like. I'm gonna be frank, I might need to put on a GUI pack real quick because it is very difficult right now for me to read the chest. I mean, I appreciate the texture, it's just very grainy in a way, and so it makes it much harder to read each individual item. Yeah, dark coffee just gives us a very readable color back here, something a little more comfortable. Now, it might be the case that I don't have any jungle wood, though I would think I do. Let's go ahead and check down with the strays. Oh, this building's looking so good though. It's actually getting so developed. I guess we get the experience down in the mines here. Very yellow. At least the oak wood is. Ooh, and we can check out actually how this room in here looks. This looks awesome. Yeah, actually. I don't know that I love the tiles here. I don't know why, they kind of give me the effect of like a woven basket more than they do small brick tile. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see about jungle wood. We do have jungle wood. and I think it is more or less maintained its normal vanilla color. It's maybe a little bit less saturated, which is good. I think vanilla junglewood is a bit too saturated. All right, let's go ahead, take back off. All right, back at the top here. Oh, yeah, that's, they've made the mud bricks. One, not really look like bricks, and two, definitely not work with junglewood. That is a big jump in color. Well, we can still see about packed mud, though. I just generally want to give the vibe that the ground is a little trampled down in there, because I think that's going to go a very long ways with a pretty small number of resources. Wait, I've been looking for my bottles, and I've just been mindlessly going through the chests for like, I don't know how long. I'm pretty sure I've left it in the basement of this building over here. Yep, there it is. Three glass. Now, we can take actually the dirt right now. Also, did I ever fill in the lava in the middle? I didn't know. Watching yesterday's video back, I noticed that I completely ignored the middle block there. Like, I had the lava bucket for who knows how long, and I never put it down. I don't even know what I ended up doing with it in the end. Yeah, let's go ahead and rectify that though. One more lava bucket, then we take off with a little punch tech. Here we go. Most bothersome of little details is now filled in, so I am so sorry for that last episode, man. Okay, let us get a water bucket so that we can convert all of our dirt inside safely. I guess we can go gather a little bit out of the garden here as well. You know, going between all of these different texture packs really has me thinking about updating maybe a couple of my own again. It's been a very long time since I have touched a... I just did that. I mean, I kind of needed food, but that's not what I grabbed that for. That was meant... Man... I know, but I'm not getting distracted off that topic. I mean, I did, but, like, I'm not. It's not going to remain that way. I will not remain distracted. What was I talking about? I was considering updating a couple of my texture packs, and I am curious what you all would think if that was in some way integrated into the silly survival series. I mean, you know, I make these videos every single day, if you didn't know, but I don't know, maybe we could like put out a texture each day. That might be interesting. I don't know if that'd take too long though. Because texture work can be pretty slow, but we could still update textures day by day. You know, one little thing each day. Do that along with a texture pack. I think that fits the theme pretty well. But let me know what you all think of the idea. I'll definitely play around with it. I mean, if I am to update a pack like Artisans, and I do this every time I update one of my packs, I more or less end up overhauling all of my textures because I am never happy with my old work. I'm just not. And I think there is so much that I could do better with Artisans and really all of my packs. But it'd be very cool one of these days if I could build up enough different textures that I would actually have a, like, full-fledged texture pack, right? It'd be a very fun goal to aim for, one of these days. Anyways, okay, let's go out the front door. Hey there, hello, goodbye. One-shotting zombies and skeletons is still nice. Cartographer. Fascinating. And you guys have leather off of the llama, I presume. You are a captain, which is why it could take 3 smite 5 hits. Let's go ahead, make space for that leather there, because I had forgotten by the time I started recording, but it did at one point go through my mind that I did actually want to make a cow farm, because I definitely want to do a lot with bookshelves, lecterns, all that sort, and for that, it's pretty much always going to include leather, unless I keep ransacking buildings, which, you know, maybe we don't have to do that. Maybe we could make some of our own. I mean, I have enjoyed what sheep farming we have done so far, so we could take it a little bit further, get into some other stuff. Also, I love the little stars when you deal a critical hit. Anyways, this guy, come on in. You are free to enter, sir, because I am going to put you in a jungle boat. And he doesn't know how to walk through doors. You hate to see it. Also, that is an incredible texture for the paddle. I love that. All right, come on. No. Don't turn around. You'll get hurt if you go too far that way. All right. Yeah, here we go. We got him inside. Now enter the boat. And we have him for the time being. Let's see if I can't get him a little more out of our way. There, so he won't block the door at all. Now, a weakness potion is pretty far off for us. A golden apple is not. I'm sure we already have a couple. Okay, we've been jumping around a lot. Right now, my objective should be the packed mud. So that is the direction we are going to be taking. Maybe some sorted storage would be really good. Oh, the lava bucket was in here. Yup, there it is. There's a lava bucket. Never used it. Okay, but packed mud. This right here, it has a softer texture, doesn't have those kind of lines. This kind of looks like a type of terracotta. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of a texture I'd expect from terracotta. Interesting. But let's go ahead and see how packed mud mixes in here for us if we just do it a little bit like it is cracking through this. So here. We don't have very many blocks, unfortunately, but that definitely adds a little bit of detail. I would obviously like to get more. So let's go ahead, go down here, and we're going to grab a couple more bones. Might be worth checking what the ingredients for a weakness potion are. I know fermented spider eye would be involved, so it'd be netherwort, fermented spider eye, and I don't know if anything else comes. Oh wait, no. You have to make a strength potion first, right? So it's blaze powder, if I'm not mistaken, blaze powder, and then fermented spider eye. Yeah, okay, I know my Minecraft brewing. All right, let's go ahead, head back, punch tech, and the powered rail, so we go extra fast. All right, I should have enough wheat now, so we can get a fair bit more packed mud. We can get more mud under the basement here if I so desire, which I probably will, actually, because I don't think we have very much just yet. But we can go ahead and do this, and I kind of want the vibe of this cracking. Of course, I do think it should be a little denser as we are closer to the furnace, since this is the area you would expect more work to be happening. And then as you get out here towards the kind of patio deck, whatever, the cracks kind of become less common. So I think for the moment, this is all right. I'm okay with this. And maybe we could reasonably mix in a jungle slab or two. It's strong. It is a strong decision. It's okay, I guess. We can do a little bit more. It won't be that jarring so long as there is a little more precedence for it running through here, which at the moment there really isn't, so that's what we're just trying to get. I might leave it. I think it's okay. It doesn't greatly bother me. Now, other places worth addressing. For sure, up here, something's gotta happen. But what? Well, first off, let's go ahead and break this out. And I think... Okay, I don't have a plan necessarily, but I have thoughts. Something we could put along the top, mangrove trap doors, maybe? I've got a plan, just you watch. Okay. The trapdoors aren't helping. That is not an improvement. I think we are going to go ahead and gather a little bit more mangrove wood to work with here. I think we have more or less ran out. Okay, one single tree has gotten us 15 logs. Now this I can work with for a little bit. I think along the top here, I'm actually just going to do mangrove stripped log, maybe. Okay, it's a little odd, but I don't think it's necessarily bad because I do have other plans here. Namely, thing I mentioned yesterday, I want to get shelves because I kind of want to give the illusion of some different tools sitting up there. And for that, we're just going to have a couple shelves up, down. Do I come in closer to the furnace? Maybe. Maybe we just do a full strip like that? Maybe, but in this case, I do think we're going to need... Come on now. We're going to need to break that out and place blocks like that. Okay. Yeah, that works. So now, what's like good tools to put in here? The stick is conflicting with Limatica, hold up. Okay, we can have a stick in here for whatever reason. I think a bucket is quite appropriate. What else can we put in? Iron bar? I mean, it makes sense. Somebody's gotta forge those things, right? Just have a whole crafting table up there. Okay, this doesn't look very good. This should probably it's using my bare hand for Lightmatica. Hold on. Okay, cool. Issue fixed. I don't think Lightmatica is going to get in our way again. I've never even used its tool thing. Okay, let's see about... We should have sticks down in here. We do. And I don't have iron down in there. Let's go ahead and get some iron so we can make an assortment of tools, weapons, armor. And in fact, we can go ahead and take this anvil right here. It is damaged, but we can take it over there as well. There we go. Iron ingot. Now we are going to go ahead and take this back. We should be able to craft plenty of different things with this, as well as getting this anvil in, which I think is going to be pretty big for us. Anvil. Now we can not put all my iron in there, just like one iron ingot over there. Maybe we have an iron nugget somewhere out here. And more importantly, we make an array of, let's do a pickaxe, we can get a shovel, I think a sword is only appropriate, maybe we get a helmet, a chest plate, and that's probably good. Now we can hang our sword here, they have the shovel over here, maybe they kept their pickaxe off on the other side, chest plate, and actually maybe the armor, we instead get an armor stand for. Armor stand is going to be a smooth stone slab, if I'm not mistaken. That means we do need to smelt a piece of stone, and then we can take it over to the stone cutter. We already have the sticks. Yeah, for sure. And then we get the iron armor on there, and I think this will be looking pretty snazzy. I mean, really, as far as this series goes, we haven't even done any interior decoration, have we? We should, at some point. Okay, smooth stone. Let's go ahead and take this back over to the smith. Now, one foreseeable issue here, we don't have much way of controlling which job the smith grabs, and there are quite a few available here already. Or, actually, it's just sawmill right now, isn't it? What would that even make it? Well, this guy right here has become a weaponsmith, I think, hasn't he? Weird. That's very weird, because he was a cartographer. Can zombie villagers change profession? I mean, they must be able to, because he literally did, didn't they? Okay, let's go ahead and split this up. So we have 2 smooth stone slab, we come inside, and we can make ourselves an armor stand. There we have it. Go ahead and set our armor stand over here, let's say. And we're going to set you all suited up and nice. Perfect. Right, I did capture you, didn't I? Well, we're going to have to go to the Nether if we ever want to get that guy sorted out, since we need a piece of blaze powder. So no matter how many brewing sands we steal, we can't do anything with them just yet. Okay, you know what? After a little bit of thought, I do think I am going to head over to the Nether, and I'm going to see if we can't find a quick fortress, because I would really like to get that guy converted and get our first villager. Oh, and I guess we can take a look at how the Nether looks as well. Okay. Hello there, Hoglin. I very much don't want to get knocked off. I really don't. Ooh, one just knocked the other off. Okay, that is a wonderful start. Oh god, I don't want to deal with this. I really don't. Dude, okay, let's go back and get a new bow and arrow, I suppose. This whole system of ours sucks, though. Wouldn't it be cool if I thought ahead and I tried to build it out of, like, transparent blocks or something, so that we wouldn't have a bunch of mob spawns on the bridge? Man, I bet that would have been so cool. Okay, that is Hoglin dead. Now's the part on the bridge where I have to fight a Hoglin. Okay, you know what? I am looking around, not seeing the slightest indication of a fortress for as far as my render distance can see. Let us just head back to the old world, and we can see... I mean, I could grab blaze rods from there, but I think we will head to the nether over there, because I do know we have access to a fortress from there. Though at some point I do want to actually build things under the nether roof. Like maybe at some point we do a survival like we've done in this area, but we just do it in the nether. So I start fresh and just go however far I do there. Anyways, Messier. Hello there. We have places to go. Also, look at this poor guy. He's shocked. He can't believe he's been put under the water and is somehow still lit. You know, if I ever do an update to my GUI pack, I want to try and get squares down here. I want to make all this squared off because I saw the concept, or at least I saw a texture that I thought would work really well as like a cake hotbar with the cubes, and I think that'd be so cute. I mean, it could even be something like Minecraft Dungeon style, have a quite high resolution hotbar down here, and do what would almost appear like 3D models, or I guess would be images of 3D models, but done in such a way where you just have these very clean UI elements. It's not something I'd be against, for sure. Ooh, spawn is quite interesting. These birch trees are... I do think they look better actually in this context than they do maybe when they are all bunched up together like they were. But right here is our destination. We're going to leave Messier with this chicken pen for the moment. Oh man, look at all those mushrooms. Henry. Been quite a while, I believe, since... oh no, it goes to this portal, huh? Oh, right. I was thinking of the old Incendium world. This is not Incendium. That has been quite some time ago now. Still, our destination is not far at all, with a fortress basically right outside our door. Now, Wither Skeleton, you are not exactly among my wants, but it's very cool that I can one-shot you. Blaze, hello there. You could take care of all my needs right here, right now. Just saying, should not be hard for you to just drop 2 blaze rods for me. It'd be really, really cool and awesome. Oh well, would have been nice as well if I brought any light sources. I forgot how obnoxiously dark the nether can be. No, wait, I need him out of the lava. Crap. Okay, killing this guy isn't going to do anything for us because he's over top lava. Wait. All right, he's far enough. Nice, we got a rod. Okay. Oh, 1 rod's enough actually. 1 to power the stand and the other just to... Ow, that was rude and unnecessary. All right, yeah, let's head home. I know I have nether wart in my old house at least. All right, let's head back through the same portal we entered here so we can pick Messier back up. Hello, Messier. I hope you have done well. I will take the egg. Thank you, chicken. Now, let's see how quickly I can grab myself some nether wart. Nice. I should only need the 1, hopefully. I think that will be all right. And I guess just in case I don't have one, I should probably grab a brewing stand. I'm almost certain that I've stolen a brewing stand or two already, but I have quite a few at home, so there's no harm in grabbing another. Alright, Messier, you rest here, and I guess in my little cabin out here, we're going to set up a quick brewing stand. I probably don't have my glass bottles over in here, do I? Yep, right there, 2 brewing stands. I knew I had some. Oh, hold on, I do have sand, don't I? Or did I move the sand out of here? Nope, I've got it. So 1, 2, 3, we can make ourselves some bottles, go down to the river, grab that, then we have nether wart, then we have blaze powder, then we are in need of the materials for a fermented spider eye. I already have a spider eye here, you need sugar, and I believe you need a brown mushroom. Yeah, we can get sugarcane very quick and easy, just grab it from right here, craft that into sugar. That is a adorable texture, I love that. Now... brown mushroom, yes. Mushrooms over there. We can go ahead and pick one out of the forest. That is rather convenient. So let's try combining these 3. Mind you, I've not looked up any of the recipes here. Fermented spider eye. Nice. What a genuinely impressive memory that was. Now, glass. 3 glass. Make a bottle, then we are going to run these outside to the river, and I think I'm actually going to be able to make an entire weakness potion purely from memory. Go ahead and load our blaze powder up, put our 3 bottles in, nether wart, that should make an awkward potion. Awkward potion, perfect. Now, blaze powder. That is going to make us strength. Now, fermented spider eye. Man. Okay, so I was working under the assumption of, oh, fermented spider eye, like, flips the effect of whatever, right? So you use it on regeneration and it turns into poison. Apparently, weakness is an exception to that rule. I guess let's just drink a bunch of strength and we will absolutely massacre the zombies with excessive and brutal force. Yep, boy do I love chugging a sequence of performance-enhancing drugs. Anyways, let us take these 3 new water bottles. Fortunately, we can still make weakness, and it is rather easy. We just put these water bottles in here, put a fermented spider eye, and that's it. I mean, I'm gonna be real, I'm a little bit disappointed. I like my recipe more, right? Because weakness is the opposite of strength. Anyways, we've got weakness potions. Go ahead and throw gunpowder in there, and that should make it into a splash potion. Got an iron shovel from one of those zombies. Splash potion of weakness. We only need one of those in our hotbar. We already had a golden apple somewhere or another. Right there it is. Now, for our new employee of this building, 1 weakness potion and 1 golden apple. There you are, sir. Let's go ahead and get him a bed here before he wakes up. This copper kind of looks like poo. I'ma be real, this looks like poo. That's like... that is a very funny copper texture. Okay, 3 white wool right here. Now, if this guy is going to be a... let's make him an armor smith, really, right? I feel like... Ooh, my current armor is actually kind of breaking down. Interesting. No, but I'd like to have diamond armor for, like, armor stands and the like, so I imagine myself getting more value out of an armor smith. We'll see. That still doesn't really determine what color. I don't want to use yellow because that's obviously going to be the Fletcher. Maybe orange would be an interesting one. Orange is, like, not quite red, not quite the generic, but it is still in that kind of tone where it kind of... I could see it be... Well, actually, if he's going to be armor... If he's going to be a weaponsmith, I think it would definitely be orange. Let's go orange for the time being, though it could definitely change. Now, 3 planks, so that right there, we're going to take these 3, arrange them down at the bottom, 3 wool on top, and then 1 orange dye alongside that, and we have ourselves a colored bed just for this fellow. Run on back, we're going to set this down for him. Has he converted yet? Probably not. No. Okay, bed all the way in the back. There we have it. Alright, sir. Once you wake up fully, you will have a wonderful home that is yours to call home. Could have phrased that better. Let's see if I can't make a furnace for out here as well. Be a pretty good idea. And I want to go ahead and get this schmeat smelted up that I have in my inventory. Yeah, you're still gonna... Oh, never mind. Gracie, you did not take a walk. Ooh, okay, that's a very rough start to our working relationship here. Well, you are a weaponsmith as of this moment. No, you're a stonemason. Wait, I don't really want you to be a stonemason. I'm gonna be real. Let's get you a better profession. Well, stonemason's great and all, it gives you quartz and stuff, but, just not the theme of this build. I shouldn't be too far off from making a blast furnace here. Let's go ahead and pick this back up. Wait a second. Let's put this back down, smelt up this 3 stone. Is it something like that should do? Alright, there we have it. 3 smooth stone, 1 furnace in the middle, and 5 iron ingots over the top. That's going to get us a blast furnace. And now you, madam, are going to become an armor smith. Go ahead, take it. Yes, there we are. 1 emerald per iron item. Interesting. That is a pretty cheap price. However, I don't actually have any way of getting emeralds, so it doesn't really matter now, does it? I do think, though, that I am pretty happy with our progress today. We got some stuff done outside. We have an all-new, what do I say? Villager. We have a villager. And this place is populated, officially. Population, me and this one. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, but for the time being, I believe I'm going to be seeing you there tomorrow. Bye-bye.